Owning a home in New York City is a goal many hope to reach, but it's not easy. One of the first questions you should ask yourself is, where is it better to buy rather than rent? Recently, Share Estate, a real estate investment firm, did a survey on the top 5 neighborhoods in New York for return on investment. We're here in Bedford-Stuyvesant, which boasted a 12% ROI, second only to Richmond Hill, Queens. We're here to meet with Hovain Hylton, who was born and bred in Brooklyn. Not only has he grown a successful music career here, but he's also raising a family and making a home. So Brooklyn, and more specifically music, have taken you all over the world. How do you feel like Brooklyn and Bedford-Stuyvesant have shaped you to take on that task?
I feel like with Brooklyn, it gives you a certain set of principles and morals, and also Brooklyn is a big melting pot as far as ethnicities and different groups of people. Like being from Crown, if you go to Crown Heights, there's Hasidic Jews, there's West Indian people. You go to Sheepshead Bay, there's Russian. There's just different sets of groups of people, and it teaches you how to appreciate different people and appreciate different.
You never feel out of place.
Yeah, you never feel out of place. If you take a trip around Brooklyn, it's the same as going on a trip around the world.
Yeah,
Little Italy. There's
good point. I never thought about that.
There's everything you can look for in Brooklyn.
I grew up here, and I've met a million different people here. You know Brooklyn about as well as anybody I've ever met. How would you give somebody advice that was looking to raise a family here? Because that's also different too, and you're raising 2 little girls, and how would you give somebody advice that is trying to raise a family here?
With the resurgence in Brooklyn now is a lot different. What the things you wanted to look for in the past would be make sure there's a safe area, make sure there's a school and walking distance. But now it seems like there's tons of new schools, there's charter schools popping up everywhere, there's tons of new parks, there's a lot of new activities. You just want to make sure that you do your homework, and you want to check out the school, the grades on the school grade online. You want to make sure that you're in an area that's convenient to walk to if you don't have a car, because there's tons of restaurants now. There's like 20 new restaurants. There's Thai restaurants, there's Chinese restaurants, there's an Indian restaurant on my corner. So it's like, you want to go to the area, you want to check it out in the daytime, you want to check it out in the nighttime, ask the neighbors.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that some blocks are more kid friendly than others. Like this block is like super kid friendly.
Yeah, Brooklyn can be block to block.
Yeah, every block is different. Some blocks there might be nothing but old people, or there's not too many kids.
That's a good tip, and that kind of leads me into the next question I wanted to ask you is, obviously over the last 5, 10, maybe even 20 years, you've seen a lot of gentrification here.
Gentrification is not a bad thing.
Well, that was my question. What are the goods and bads of it?
People tend to use gentrification in the derogatory term or in a bad way, but if you look through the course of history, anytime there's a building or a rise of an economy or ecosystem, gentrification has been the head of it. I can see the good aspects of gentrification. There are more police, there are better schools, there are more restaurants, there are it's more sense of a community in certain areas. But the bad also is some of these people who have suffered hardships and went through the bad times and the bad days of the neighborhood. I think with rent and buying homes being a higher price point, they're not here to reap the benefits because they're being pushed out. So that's the bad of it. That's the bad of it. So there has to be some type of regulation. There has to be some type of maybe a gentrification board or something. I don't know what it is.
Keep some of those people here.
Yeah, because it's a shame somebody who's lived on a block for maybe 50 years and then they've been through the bad and the rough times.
They put a lot into the community.
And then when things get good, they can't financially afford to stay here. So that kind of sucks. So we have to find a way to kind of like balance that out. But there's a lot more good than there is bad.
I'll wrap it up with this. If somebody, it's funny, we were walking up and down the block and you said that family's from Delaware and this family's from there. So it's crazy because it's not, Bedford-Stuyvesant obviously isn't the same as it was. It's people from all over the world and the country here. If you could give somebody advice that was moving here that wasn't from here on something they should check out that's unique to the neighborhood, what would it be?
Oh man, so many things.
Whether it's food or culture or music or...
Yeah, look into the culture of it, because you got to think about it. This is Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Is maybe about a 40-block radius, but 2 of the greatest rappers ever of all time are from this area. So it has a rich culture and music and community, and like Bed-Stuy has contributed a lot to the community of not just rap. These are like all-time greats.
That's a great point, especially being from the hip-hop culture. When buying a home, it's always important to find an area that's experiencing the most development. They will yield the biggest return, especially when you're looking to buy rather than rent. When you look around Bed-Stuy, you can see that on every single corner. If you're looking to buy or have questions on the area or just in general, reach out to us. This is Rafty McNara for HomeQualified.com.